Those of you who have been around Midland for a while might know this, but Buttles hasn't always been 3 lanes. Neither has Indian. In this video, we're going to talk about the history of the corridor and how it's changed and evolved over the years. We're also going to talk about what that means for its future.
Prior to the 1960s, Buttles Street wasn't considered a main thoroughfare through town. Ellsworth Street served as the primary route through Midland, connecting Eastman Avenue to Bay City Road. A traffic study conducted by the Michigan Department of Transportation in 1959 proposed the idea of 2 one-way streets to improve traffic, and in 1962, MDOT expanded both Indian and Buttles Streets to 3 lanes to make it part of the M20 freeway. There are a couple of reasons why this happened. In the 1960s, road design had one goal: move as many vehicles through communities as quickly as possible with the only consideration given to cars. While this approach, called motordom, was efficient, it had little regard for the impact that those roads would have on the surrounding neighborhoods. We'll talk more about those trade-offs in a later video, but let's say they weren't positive. In Midland, local traffic was heavily influenced by shift changes at the area's primary employers at the time. Because Buttles and Indian Streets were direct routes for employees, vehicle traffic was especially heavy in this corridor just before and after shift changes. As staffing levels in local industries declined and access routes to these places changed, these streets no longer see the massive influx of traffic from shift changes that they once did. In fact, traffic volumes during the corridor's peak rush hour, between 7 to 8 a.m., are down 28% from where they were 30 years ago. Today, community planners and traffic engineers across the country are working together to design roadways that are still moving people where they need to go, but are less disruptive to the community around them and are more aligned with community values such as pedestrian usage, non-motorized vehicles, and property development. Projects like this aren't uncommon. Nearly every state in the country, including Michigan, has at least one community that's undergone a successful road diet implementation. Locally, ideas for improving both the Indian and Buttles Street corridors have been discussed in the community for over 2 decades. The city's master plans have included concepts to expand the downtown district since 1997, and a 2015 study commissioned by the city and MDOT found lane reductions to be a viable option for improving these roadways. The current Buttles Street Road Diet study is a test to explore if those ideas would really work for this area.
Find more of the videos in this series, as well as more information at cityofmidlandmi.gov/road study.